Evening, folks. Now, everyone had a good start to the new year. Now, I promised one or two people that I would show them in a little bit more depth what I'm actually listening to this weekend, because it's quite nice. It's quite exciting if you're like me and you're excited by things like this. And one or two people that I know would like to get a closer look at it. So this is what it is. It's a box set, and it is called Richie Blackmore's Rainbow Vinyl Treasures. Now, the interesting thing about this is it isn't the Rainbow Studio, which is what you might think it is. It's actually 4 live albums, 3 of which are triple albums, and there is one from each sort of era of the band, if you like, with the exception of the 90s Doogie White version, which I presume must be something to do with licensing. So what we've got in here is we've got a Dio concert, we've got a Graham Bonnet concert, we've got a Jolene Turner concert, and we've got a Ronnie Romero as well. So let's have a look what's in the box and see what we think about it. We're still going to kick things off, if we can get the lid off. I feel like David Crowder doing one of his ceremonial unboxings here. I ought to be going to call you all boys and girls, isn't I, really, instead of folks. Anyway, here's the first one, and this is probably the one that most people, including me, will be most excited about. This is Rainbow Live in Munich 1977, and this has been available on CD for some time. I think it's been available on vinyl as well. Whether this is available as a standalone version, I don't know, but it's a nice little package. As you can see, it's got a nice gatefold sleeve on the inside, and then the best bit, really, the inners are really nice as well. As you can see from there, you can probably just about pick it out. You can see the writing on it. It tells you what tracklets on it. And then, best of all, it's in glorious red vinyl. Now, look at that. That's going to look really good when that's spinning on the old turntable. And that's the first of the 4 albums that's in there. That's Munich 1977, so that's Richie Blackmore and Ronnie James Dio, and Curly Powell, of course, with Bob Daisley and David Stone, rather than the more classic lineup of Tony Carey and Jimmy Bain. But it's still a really, really good gig, really good album. So that one is obviously going to be the first one to get spun, because we're going to spin them in order. Now, the second one is really where I came in. The first meeting with the Rainbow was in 1980, and it was at this, the very first Monsters of Rock at Donington. Now, there's been, again, 3 or 4 versions of this put out in a small way over the years, with bits missing, bits edited. Whether this is the complete full thing, I'm not 100% sure. Whether this is exactly the same as the standalone version, again, I'm not sure. There are people who are bigger experts than me at this type of thing, and they will probably be able to tell me, and I'm sure at some point I'll hear the famous helicopter bit going over. The middle part of this one, nice gatefold sleeve again, with a bit of info for anybody who wasn't around and needs to know some stuff. So that's pretty good. This one is just in your normal black vinyl, but is still very nice. So let's just see actually if that one has got any pleasant inners. Yes, it has. It's got some nice little live shots of the band on the day. Graham Bonnet in his famous white jacket and red trousers, which surprised one or two of us. Anyway, that's the second one, so that's 1980. So we jumped from 77 to 80. Now we're going to jump on another 4 years now, and this again is one that I think may be around standalone. Whether it's the same edition or not, I don't know, because this is live in Japan in 1984. This is just before Richie and Roger rejoined Deep Purple, or reformed Deep Purple, should I say. And this one has got, this has got a great track listed on there for the back end of Rainbow. Jolene Turner on the vocals, of course, this time a person who splits the Deep Purple family camp. Really, he's a little more loathing type singer for a lot of people involved with Deep Purple, but you can't argue with his work in Rainbow. It was pretty good, and personally, I think his album with Deep Purple was pretty good as well, although maybe one or 2 of the live shows went a little bit off kilter. But we're not talking about Deep Purple, we're talking about Rainbow. So this is the 3rd album in that. This one's 3 records in this one again. And again, some nice little dinners with some live shots and info about what's going on. And again, this one is in black vinyl. Nothing wrong with black vinyl, just I've started to collect quite a lot of coloured vinyl these days. But black vinyl still works. And then finally we jump right on now, of course. Well, for some reason we missed out the mid-90s where Rainbow reformed. There's a really good live album out from there, though, Black Masquerade, which I haven't got a copy of to hand. I've got it on CD somewhere, but there's a lovely green vinyl version of that knocking around somewhere, but I can't quite put my hands on it at the moment. And so we go right first up to date now with the latest sort of reformation. This one was from 2016, live in Birmingham, which myself and one or two people wondered whether to attend this or not. We weren't overly sure that it was going to be that good, and I'm sad to say we decided not to go in the end. Maybe we should have gone for just to see what it was all about, but it was didn't go down all that well. One or two of the members of the band weren't necessarily up to the standard of previous members of the band, shall we say. But there were 2 or 3 albums of these knocking about. This one's from Birmingham in 2016. There's one from Germany as well. I think there's one from somewhere else. This one, though, it's got a limited edition stamp on the back, so whether that means that's its standalone release as well, I don't know, just put it in this box, I don't know. But this one, like the first one, closes out with a different coloured vinyl, and again you can see we've got some inners there with the 2 shots from the gig, and this one is in glorious white vinyl. I suppose we could say it would have been nice if they had gone red, orange, yellow, and whatever all the way through, but that probably would have been a little bit costly. Anyway, so there we go. So that's the Rainbow Treasures. Is it actually called Treasures of Vinyl collection? It's a rather strange collection, but it is, with the exception of the Stranger in a Song tour, a good snippet of what each sort of era of the band was like, what each of the vocalists brought to the band, and it's a nice little package which I have to thank Jan from Switzerland for sending me, and his daughter Julia, who carried it all the way back on an aeroplane, so we got it to me a little bit quicker. So that's what's going on in the old platter this weekend, and I shall see you at the next point of interest. Until then, toodle pip.